Greetings, welcome back to Southpaw. Excuse the awful jacket. Look at the size of this! Right, so this morning, as you can see, we're out with a bit of a crawler. This is huge. This is the FTX Outback Fury, and just to give you some idea of scale, here's a Runcam 3S sat on the top there, and there's the transmitter. So it's a pretty big bastard, but nonetheless, it's exactly why I wanted it. It's a 10th scale car. It's quite well detailed. You've got some extra little hardware to stick on yourself and screw on in the case of the siphon. We've got full set of lights, 2 on the front, and then 2 in the bumper on the front and 2 in the bumper on the rear. So we've got 6 headlights, 6 lights in all. I'll put that to one side. You can take a quick look inside there. We've got a 540 motor, all encased, fully encased gear system, waterproof box. You've got a little on and off switch down here at the front, and everything's waterproof case with waterproof servo. You've got steel systems underneath. They are plastic retractable drive rods, but you can buy metal replacements for them. There's quite a large range of options for this one available from FTX. Oil-filled shocks. I'm not sure what oil they come with in them, but it feels a little bit firm. I'm probably going to swap that out for something a little bit lighter, but I'm very impressed. It's pretty heavy. Comes with a nice 2000 milliamp hour 7.2 volt Li-on battery it's actually FTX branded one, with a nice Dean's connector on the front. So yeah, it's quite a good setup. The beadlock wheels, as you can see, beadlock where they are plastic. I'm probably going to be replacing those with some metal ones, but the tyres are very nice and soft. I think I can feel foam in there as well, so they're foam filled tyres, which is excellent. Full metal chassis, plastic body mount poles, but they can always be replaced with metal ones as well. It's actually a really sturdy bit of kit. It's got quite a bit of travel on it. If I can pull that up, you can see there before, that's the sort of travel we're getting. But then you've also got compression of the spring after that. Not a bad little crawler. Right, let's get her on the road and see what she looks like. That's not the car. You can hear that's a Seafly face coming in for a landing. So while we're here, this is the controller. It's got a nice foam wheel on the steering wheel there. I'll flip that up. You've got all your trim controls there, and you can also reverse your steering and throttle, etc. if you change the receiver. And that's your speed control. So you've got 2 speeds by the look of it. I haven't actually got to that part in the manual in the instructions yet, but pretty sure that's a 2-speed button, so we'll give that a go as well. Okay, that seems to be in the full speed mode. Oh wow, look at that. Let's get some close up of that. She seems pretty nice and slow. You can really have quite a large range on the throttle, which is really nice. The transmitter itself, I can just, my tiny little hands, I can just get my thumb on the wheel to steer with one hand. Probably going to stick a little lump on there so I can do that slightly better. Nicely done. Nice. Now, one thing I am a little concerned about with this model is the body shell. I watched a couple of videos of guys saying, "Oh, the body shell's really fragile and it's you know, it's going to crack and smash," and mine was destroyed in the first run. Well, this arrived with a cracked body shell. The way they've mounted the wing mirrors, you can see this wing mirror really. Can you see that crack there? That was like that when it was delivered, purely because they've just bolted these on to a very thin plastic body shell, and it's just not up to the job. But I'm not concerned about that because I'm already looking at replacing the body shell with either a Land Rover or a Jeep Wrangler type body. So not particularly concerned, but you need to know that this body shell needs reinforcing. I'd put a big ass sort of plate and with hot glue on the back of those mounts to make sure that they're not getting pushed too hard and smashing the body shell, because it is pretty fragile. It's thicker than a normal Lexan shell, but it's not a hard body. It's way too flexible. So that is a bit of a downside with the car. So I'll give you a quick idea of top speed. Wow, that was great fun. That's a really nice crawler. I'm quite impressed with it. The articulation is excellent. Really nice. The wheels perform nicely. Really soft tyres that dug into all sorts of terrain. Ran straight through all the water really easily. I'm happy. I'm really happy with it. Thank you very much, Motorsport from Motorsport UK, who shipped this to me in 2 days. So thank you very much, guys. That was a really quick response. Shout out to those. So stay tuned if you want to see an unboxing and a photograph of the box, etc., with all the specs listed out below. If not, thank you very much for joining us, and don't forget, this will be out crawling very soon, so expect the next video in the next couple of days. I'm Southpaw. I'll see you later. Right, so quick unboxing. Here's everything we get in the box. As you can see, this is done just after the run, so you can see the state of the car. You get the car itself, you get your transmitter. I'll show some pictures on the screen of the all the buttons in there. It's actually quite a nice wheel. It's really good travel movement, really soft, well sprung. A little bit of rubber around the, little bit of foam around the wheel, which is always nice. Takes just 4 this time, 4 AAA batteries. The old FTX controllers used to take 8, so that's a massive improvement, because that was quite a weight in your hand. So they've thought about that and dropped it down to 4, which is much better. You also get a wall charger, which is a standard Dean's plug charger. Now, I said in the video it was a 2000 milliampere hour Li-on. It's actually a nickel hydride battery, 2000 milliampere hour nickel hydride. I got about 35 minutes run out of it yesterday, so that was quite a good run for the first charge of the battery. Probably going to be upgrading some Flurians at 3500s just to give it a little bit more run time. No problems at all going through the water. The oil shocks are good. The springs are quite large. They're probably a little bit firm for crawling, but might have to adjust those, put some new springs on it. But that's mainly what you get in the box, apart from the massive box. It's huge. Get all your data on the side. I'll put some pictures on the screens of the sats, but you get all your information on the side, including all your accessories, etc., that's available for the car. Get a little instruction sheet here that tells you exactly where to plug in all your extra little hardware, like your wing mirrors and stuff like that. Gives you a little sheet to tell you where to put those, because you actually have to make that. There's a little dent, but you have to make the hole yourself with a screwdriver or something. So a little addendum for the steering, the radio system. Tell you all about the throttle trims and steering trims, etc. That's always useful. Also getting a full manual there in about 5 different languages. First section is in English. and it gives you a full rundown of absolutely everything you need to do to get your car going, what tools you might need to maintain and repair your car. FTX manuals are usually pretty good. I've got a couple of FTX cars, and they're pretty good as far as letting you know what you need to do, and all the spare parts list as well. Right, I think that covers just about everything. Thanks very much for joining us, and I'll see you next time.